So, welcome to my demonstration on how to create a custom tab. This is part two of our lesson. So, previously, we talked about the custom UI editor. So, we did an introduction on that. This software basically allows you to edit your, excuse me, your Microsoft application in terms of its tabs. So, it wouldn't matter if it was Word, PowerPoint, or Excel. You can edit your tabs, create custom groups to your specification. Extension, we also talked about intro into XML, extensible markup language. This is the syntax that they use to basically customize your tabs. And then we went through how to create a custom tab, and we demonstrated MSO groups. So these are Microsoft Office groups that are standard to each Microsoft Office application. This includes Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, as I aforementioned. Now, with that said, that would add on there things like fonts or formatting cells, etc. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to create a custom group. So with that said, let's get into it. For this demonstration, we are using the accumulated depreciation workbook, basically continuing on with that. And within the accumulated depreciation tab, the one we created previously in demo 5, we're going to create a new group called new entry. The new entry group is going to allow the user to enter in a new entry for their accumulated depreciation based on a specific term. So let's say that it is for December's depreciation, December 2024. The user will be able to enter in that information into this custom tab. So with that said, we're going to talk about form fields. So to allow the user to enter in information, they need to have specific fields. Now, generally, they'll have like the edit box, which is just going to enter in general text. It's the easiest one to do. Several complex ones could be like a combo box or a drop down field where the user can select predefined values. So, kind of going back to that, you look at here month could have predefined values: January, February, March, April, May, and so forth. Okay. I can also do it for year, but I'm not going to really go through that. So I'm just going to have it be an edit box. Okay? And then some of the other ones won't be used as often, but if you want to do more research onto them, I strongly suggest that you feel free to do that. You might have fun with it. So let's get into it. What you'll need to do is you'll need to download the previous file. Okay. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. What you'll need to do is download the new file. I posted this into Patreon. It can be downloaded for free, and the link will be in the description below. In addition to that, you also need the custom UI editor that can also be found on my Patreon page. Please download that one, and then you'll be able to open it up and follow along. All right, for our first one, we're going to do is we're going to create the new entry group. So with this group, the ID is going to be group new entry, and the label is going to read new entry, just like on this caption. And you can see it right on the bottom of that. How you do that? As I mentioned before, we created a tab called Accumulate Depreciation. So within that tab, you create a group. The ID is going to be group new entry, and the label is going to be new entry. So you need an open tag or a header tag and a closing tag. Okay, just like in XML, this is a general format, but you need those too. Okay, next, let's create a edit box, and this is going to be for date. The ID is going to be text depreciation date. And really, it's just the current date that you're entering this depreciation. That's all. Here's the syntax for that. As you can see, it's unilateral, so it doesn't really need an ending tag. As long as it has that forward slash and greater than sign, you're all set to go. Okay? But as you can see, you have the ID, text depreciation date, and label date. Okay. Our final lesson, we're going to talk about buttons. So we're going to insert a submit button, and it will appear just like as below. And this is the syntax for it. Once again, you put it right inside the accumulate depreciation, and it's going to be within the new group called new entry, and it's going to be a button with an ID button submit, and the label is going to be submit. Okay. So I invite you to try this out yourself. Once again, you can download the file on my Patreon page for free. And if you follow the comments, you basically know where to put everything. And it's going to be right within the accumulate depreciation, and then you basically have to create your own group, which is the new entry group. And what you're doing is you're just inserting all those elements within the new entry group tag, and basically you'll have your own custom group with form fields within it. And you can also download the completed file on my Patreon page. This is unfortunately for paid members, but this will also help out in terms of a reference so that you can look at it, see how you did. So I just want to thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And I hope to see you next time.